musty scent fills the air. The only obvious exit lies behind you. You hear the gruesome sound of flesh and sinew being torn. The scratching noises and the dull sound. One of the iron golems beyond the barrier shifts its weight, and you hear a loud scrape of metal. This is surely the noise that Mirra described. You hear the sound of bones scraping on stone, but it is too soft to explain Mirra's steps. Magical wards charged with bone-chilling wail from behind the door set your nerves on edge. You have found the source of the wailing, but can you destroy it? A musty odor fills the air, and dust covers everything in sight. This hallway appears empty. This door's lock appears too complicated to pick. A key must be hidden somewhere in the library. Yet another door is sealed with a complex lock. The crypts to the west may hold a key to descending deeper into this unholy place. This magical floor puzzle and the gems on the wall seem to be the key to opening the door. As you approach the door, the feeling of pure evil and malice grows stronger. Patrolling monsters have trampled paths in twisting patterns through the lush jungle. 5 haggard-looking halflings can be spied through the thick jungle. Redwillow, an important missive has been handed over to your party. Somewhere in the jungle, a dark emissary awaits. Trolls bar the way ahead. Among them is a dark, scaly champion whose eyes burn with hate. The sand trolls huddled together in the jungle here. Destroy them before they make a meal of you. Bugbear and hobgoblin assassins peer hungrily from the dark corners of the jungle. Hobgoblins have created a small warren ahead. Destroy them. A host of goblinoids feasts and chortles loudly nearby. You have recovered all of the lost items Redwillow described. Return them to the halflings at Redwillow's camp. Reeking of rotting meat and roasting flesh, a pack of goblinoids plays with freshly picked bones. You have returned the items to their caretaker. Redwillow has opened a gate that leads to the culprit behind this invasion. A hill giant. Redwillow's gateway deposits you into the center of a long, overgrown ruin. Something here is not right. Well fortified and guarded, you have found your way to the giant leader's stronghold. You will need cunning to defeat this foe. As you venture into the Forgotten Crypt, you are struck by an The stones and the walls seem to... In this mirror, you watch in horror as the flesh drops and falls from your face. And you hear the scraping of chains rattling. The heavy stone barrier grinds open. Terrible The bloody pedestal groans with remembered agony. Ahead, you hear gurgling laughter. All around you, dry bones rattle and shiver in the dust. Ahead, more victims of the white laying pools of gore. Corpses look half-white already. Cruelty and hunger assault your mind. Something beyond sanity has turned this chapel into a pulsing heart of evil. The silence hanging in the chilled air of this compound is broken only by the unearthly groans of the cult's forgotten sacrifices. Gesturing madly with his hand and raving in an infernal fades into nothingness, and suddenly the air gains back a measure of warmth. In the distance, you hear stone grating against stone. is cracked and frosted over from the chilling influence of the ice methods. You are struck by the familiar aromas of pungent mushrooms and even more pungent trolls. The stink of this underground storehouse is indescribable. Trollish habits could have created such a startling bouquet of smell. Trolls have been slain. In the hollow to the north waits Bruku, elder of the Grey Moon tribe.
By the wretched smell, these ogres must have recently dined on the flesh of fallen adventurers. The lift here leads down to a long abandoned mine. It is now home to ogres.
The mine is dank and dismal. Angry growls echo from its depths. Through the door, you hear a rough voice. The ogre collapses. A key clatters to the floor. Sense of fathomless depths beneath you. To fall into this chasm would be certain death. You see movement in one of the cells ahead. It may be Achka. Achka runs out of his cell and disappears down the hall.
The lift here leads down to a long-abandoned mine. It is now home to ogres. By the wretched smell, these ogres must have recently dined on the flesh of fallen adventurers.
In the hollow to the north waits Bruku, elder of the Grey Moon tribe. The tension in the mine is greater than before. The ogres are ready for you this time. Stands open. It doesn't take a Kalashtar to sense that the ogres want you to go in. The air shimmers with heat from the machinery in this chamber. You hear shuffling from the ledges above. Hits the floor as the ogre shaman falls. Lord Grust glowers at you from his throne in the room to the east. Lord Grust crashes to the floor, his brief reign ended in blood. The trolls are dead, but their presence here troubles you. Bruku must hear of this. The lift here leads down to a long-abandoned mine. It is now home to ogres. By the wretched smell, these ogres must have recently dined on the flesh of fallen adventurers. In the hollow to the north waits Bruku, elder of the Grey Moon tribe. The overgrown jungle does its best to obscure the caved-in ancient ruins. To the south lies the entrance to the caves of the Grey Moon Ogre clan, driven out by trolls. You have come to the den of the Grey Moon tribe. Struggle are everywhere. The stink of trolls thickens the air. You hear heavy breathing and guttural laughter. The leaders of the Trollish are ahead. Begin to water. The reek of trolls might make you retch. You hear growling in the slap of leathery feet against stone. Hammerfist, the troll chieftain, squirts at you through the gloom. With a bellow of mindless rage, Hammerfist crashes to the floor. Slain. To the south lies the entrance to the caves of the Grey Moon Ogre clan, driven out by trolls. In the hollow to the north waits Buku, elder of the Grey Moon tribe. The overgrown jungle does its best to obscure the caved-in ancient ruins. To the south lies the entrance to the caves of the Grey Moon Ogre clan, driven out by trolls. The stink of trolls lingers in the air. Bruku was right. You didn't kill them all the first time. The gate on the far side of this chamber stands open. You hear faint snarling in the darkness beyond. You'll have to search for a way to lower the drawbridge. The chasm's too wide to jump. A rattling sound greets you from the west. You have lowered the drawbridge. Ogrish runes were carved into the wall here, but have been scratched into illegibility by troll claws. Your party has reached the deepest part of the Grey Moon Den. Unexpected sneer of hatred frozen on his face. Brother Kasul goes to his dark gods.